What is going on, guys? We are back with another video, and it is week 15 in the Falcons Primetime franchise, and of course, we are still undefeated at 13-0. And of course, by the title of the video, you could see that we did have an injury in this video. Obviously, you will not see it until the game's played. And we are going against the new Panthers owner, so we don't know how good he is. And we're so good, we broke the list. It says we only have one win, even though we have a 13-win streak. Gotta love these rival matchups. Panthers aren't great on their record, but of course, like I said, new owner from the last time we played them, so completely different story. And we start out with a great move by Freeman, a really great couple of moves by Freeman, even though the blocks, I mean, there was one block that really missed, and that's huge, which, I mean, that's how you know you have an elite player on your hands, is when he's able to make a play like that. And huge hit. Henry Johnson makes a great catch. And of course, a holding call on Alex Mack. 2nd and 11 now, running the ball again, and I missed the button, so Freeman only gains like a yard. 3rd and 10 now, looking to throw. Connor Cook wide open underneath is wide, but I go to the wrong player, and that's gonna be a punt. Down to the 5-yard line though, which isn't bad to start, and he gets right by our user with Deion Jones, gets out of the hole, and now to the 21-yard line. So can the defense, as they always do, bail out the offense? And look at that early on with great user play by us with Deion Jones. The defense swarms, man. It does. But especially against this offensive line, the Panthers' offensive line is rough. And over the middle, Semple gets the catch. We only brought 3 there, so we had tons and tons and tons of coverage. 1st and 10 now, getting the ball back. Another chance here. Looking to throw. We get him over the middle. And that stupid animation when you try to switch off, he snaps to the ball. And it is picked off, which sucks. We come with a blitz here. Gets picked up amazingly by DeMarco. Latavius Murray gets hit at the 1. Almost sacked. Of course, the quarterback is not Tom Brady. It's Jacoby Brissett. And Semple, who first play coming into the game, got the pick. And there he gets a huge hit. So on 3rd and 1, run to the outside, gets the 1st down. Semple, I think, should probably become the starting free safety for us. He's similar to Neal. Got the hit power. Is young. I should have used him from the start, to be honest. He's around the same overall, just doesn't have the awareness or not. So, I mean, he's a good player. Don't let that confuse you. And here, we come with a blitz on the outside with a cornerback, but his offensive line is so bad. Grady Jarrett on the inside gets there first. That's crazy. So, of course, after the punt, we take a shot. And Henry Johnson, he had a step there. Had a step, couldn't quite get it, though, surprisingly. 3rd and 7 now, looking to convert, as we've had a pretty rough start of it on offense. And there we go, we do convert to Austin Hooper. That's a good 14-yard gain. 3rd and 4, over the middle, Julio Jones with an amazing catch. One of the best wide receivers in the league. He probably still is the best at this point. I know he's regressing, but he's still got to be the best. Took a shot to Henry Johnson. I mean, got to take more shots at the big body. You know, you can catch some unlucky animations, but you can also catch lucky ones. Rolling out to the right. 3rd and 9, gonna step, look at that, sets and throws, perfect throw, touchdown, Henry Johnson getting his groove on the end zone, and we're up 7-0, and Henry Johnson has a touchdown, so that's all good stuff. Looking to throw, gets the catch, and the offensive line not really holding up too well. I know we're bringing blitzes here and there, but a lot of it is just base stuff. To the outside, what a hit by Semple. That's the reason why I want him to start over Ricardo Allen. Even though he held on to that because it is Kelvin Benjamin, still, Semple can make the hits that Ricardo could never attempt. And speaking of never attempting, don't try that at home, kids. You're going to pull something. But Deion Jones pulled the ball away from the offense, and now it's ours again. 2nd and 12, looking to throw. And man, Connor Cook is a legend. He is. Like, I know that was out of bounds, but when you roll out with him, he's like Aaron Rodgers. You believe he's going to make the play. And speaking of make the play, we made the throw. Henry Johnson couldn't hold on, though. Really unlucky there. 3rd and 12. Going to have to punt to 4th. And 2nd and 8. Back down to the 5. Really good punts this game. And basically, that was the plan. Threw it down, you know, basically a long throw. Deion Jones gets a pick. So now he moves to, what, 15 picks on the season. That is amazing. To the outside, Henry Johnson didn't honestly look like he got his feet down, but they're going to say he did, so we're going to agree with it. 1st and goal, looking for a play, and Henry Johnson trying to get those yards. Gets the 2nd touchdown of the game. Good start for him. It's only the 2nd quarter, but of course, you know, when we get to this point, ooh, good user by us again with Telvin this time. When he gets to this point, we don't like to pour it on too much unless we have no choice. And Deion Jones with the 3rd pick of the game. He might break the record in one game here. 2nd and 8, rolling out to the right, throwing on the run to Henry Johnson. Not a good decision, and luckily it does not turn out to be a pick because that ball was in the air, well, levitating for a while. 3rd and 8 now, running to the right, and Devontae Freeman absolutely stuffed. So we'll take our field goal. 17-0 is the score. Locking up again, and that's going to be a sack from Devondre Campbell. Gets the sack. He's honestly pretty high up there on the list as well. Maybe 8.5 sacks this year. There, I don't know, once again, what his offensive line is doing. We just run a 4-man, basically. We run a 3-man, and then we have a cornerback blitzing, or safety. Should not have happened. 10 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Trying to make something happen with Cardona. And, you know, he likes to make something happen. And when he does, it's going to be big. It's a touchdown. Whoever was asking for the kick return, punt return touchdown, there it is. Cardona has delivered. And it was so clutch because it was right at the end there. And we get the touchdown, leading us to 24-0. And he finds a man wide open. Huge hit by Keanu Neal. Fumbles, but doesn't matter because it goes out of bounds. So he still has a chance to try to drive down. There's still plenty of time over the middle. And somehow Jalen Collins jumped that route. I don't know. Kelvin Benjamin is really slow, and that's got to be the reason because Jalen just jumped that. Like, he was behind him, and as soon as the ball was thrown, it was just like he wasn't behind anymore. Huge hit. That's going to be a rough one to take for Devontae Freeman. Freeman running up the middle. Bad decision by me again, and we're not running too well. 10 for 24 is not a good total, and Freeman busted up again. Absolutely nothing. We're going to punt the ball. And here we're going for another bait. We don't get it. Jalen Collins, though, absolutely torching Kelvin Benjamin again and makes the catch there. What a streak by him. And 30-yard line, Devontae Freeman trying to run and actually gets a little bit of blocks, a little bit of help, stumbling in for a 7-yard gain. Not the worst play you've ever seen. 2nd and 3. We got to see something from him. And here it could be. He's getting the blocks. He's slipping out, and he's gone. Devontae Freeman for 63 yards. Too easy there as the blocks were just really solid. Obviously, we had a little bit of ball carrier vision, but a lot of it, those blocks were amazing. And here he throws a screen. We were there a little late, though, and he's going to get the run. And he's going to recover the stumble, gain the 1st down. Nice little play there for him on 1st down to start the drive out. He has his tight end wide open on the outside. Throws it inside, though. Huge hit over the middle for Telvin. God damn, that hit was ridiculous. We have 1 or 2 of those every game. And here to the outside, great throw, but Terrence just can't hold on to it. I remember when we were trying to get him, thank God we didn't pay the money like we didn't get him because we have too many wide receivers at the moment. And to the outside here, I don't even know who that is. But yeah, I mean, Cardona. Could you imagine Cardona as a starting receiver on this team? 96 speed in a franchise with like 85 plus stats. That's amazing. Like, he's actually really good. He just doesn't have any awareness. But, of course, I can't start him with our core. Our core is way too good. Like, you can't bench Treadwell. He's an 85 overall. You can't bench Julio. He's the best receiver in the league. Can't bench Henry Johnson because he's leading the way to becoming one of the best in the league. Obviously, you just can't do any of that. And Cardona, once again, speaking to the man himself, great return. Shouldn't have cut back, but it doesn't matter because it is an illegal block in the back. So, start of the 3rd quarter, and we're going to run it with Julio Jones. Eddie Lacy running Kuechly over. That is a hard task to pull off, but he did pull it off. 3rd and 5. Devontae Freeman to the outside. Has a little bit of room. Look at the spin. That's a 1st down. Devontae Freeman is a really great player. 2nd and 11. And Connor Cook has a little bit of room. He's going to run it up the middle and take a rather big hit. Luckily, it wasn't the injury. I remember, you guys got to remember, I said there was an injury coming at some point in this video. 3rd and 6. Gets hit. 3rd and 9, and there's an injury right there. Is that the injury we're talking about? It kind of looked like Kuechly was injured there, so I don't know if that was the one or not. And on 1st and 10, he's throwing it to the left side. Gets the play. That's a 22-yard gain. And yes, it is true. Devontae Freeman has a shoulder tear. That is so rough. Right now, we don't know what the story is looking like. We know shoulder tears in Madden could be anywhere from 2 weeks to the whole season, so we're being optimistic. We need him right during this time, man. The playoffs are right here. We don't know what the story is going to be, so we're gonna Going to have to wait this one out and, of course, finish this game out. Luckily, we don't really need him too much for this matchup. We still do have some great backs. I mean, we have one of the best depths in the backfield in this league, because as much as Eddie Lacy is our fullback and we do use him to block, he's still an amazing running back. He hasn't regressed yet, and he's really good. So, I mean, if he's out for some time, the question is, who's going to be the running back? Cordero Patterson? Is it going to be Eddie Lacy moving into that role? Are we going to get a random free agent? I don't know what the story is going to be, because obviously he's going to be out for more than 1 week. There on 3rd and goal, we get the sack from Vic Beasley. 4th and goal from the 18-yard line. What's he going to do? Obviously, it's pretty much over. And once again, basically just ridiculous. I don't know how we're getting this kind of pressure. Cordero Patterson doing well there. Loses yards, but, I mean, he broke a tackle. And, I mean, it's better to break a tackle than not break one. Here underneath, that's going to be Chambers. Oh, that would have been so sick if I would have got it over top on him. 3rd and 4, going to run the ball with Cordero Patterson again. And Cordero Patterson not having enough room because Julio Jones misses his block. Going to be a punt. I really wish there was a little bit more time in this game, because we need to test our backs out. And look at that. It's a 3-man rush, and the guys are just simply getting outside. Like, you can see them breaking through. It's crazy. It's crazy. Almost as crazy as that catch. Calvin Benjamin into double coverage down to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. 50-some seconds left. Trying to get something going. And again, another just 3-man rush, doing nothing special, getting through. I mean, look at that. The DT broke free there. I don't know if he's taking too long to throw it. What's the case? Desmond Trufant gets the pick. I don't know how many that is on the game. That's a lot. Eddie Lacy obviously can't show his true talents from fullback. So I don't know what we're going to do. I like Cordero as a number 2 because he comes in fresh when the defense is a little tired. He's got good hands for our throws to the flat. I don't know. Cordero Patterson is probably the best bet to start, but at the same time, Eddie Lacy's a bruiser, and we have a decent O-line. So I don't know what the story is going to be. We have to see how long this injury is going to be, but that's not a good injury to take. We'll move on to 14-0, which is nice, but at the end of the day, I really should be benching my players, but we already took our big injury. I'm just going to assume that's hopefully going to be it, and we're just going to accept that fact that, hey, we have to move forward without our man. If I could move Cardona to running back, I would. But, of course, that's not in the league's rules. He's basically just a speed man. If this was an offline league, 100% Cardona would be instantly moving over to running back. But, I mean, that was the game. We had a decent one. Pretty much just defense. Sorry, Devontae. It was mostly defense on our part, of course. And didn't really pad any of the offensive stats. But, I mean, Deion Jones moves to number 1 in the league right now at 16, moving him also 2 away from tying the NFL record, which is, of course, Lance's record with Ryan Shazier last season. So, you know, there's a good chance that Deion Jones could win Defensive Player of the Year or Linebacker of the Year. And here you see it. Devontae Freeman out for 5 weeks. So I believe the best we can get him back in is 4. That is really bad. But let's say we can get him back in 4, which I believe you can. I believe that would be the NFC Championship game. Of course, we're going to have a bye week. We have to with our record. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Prayers for Freeman. But anyways, I hope you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!